Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Is it Friday again already? It sure is. It's Friday Sews. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Stephanie, and welcome to my channel for Friday Sews, which is a little bit of sewing, a little bit of chatting, what we've all been up to this week. How's your week been going? I want to share a little bit about my week. So if you don't know about Friday Sews, a bunch of us sewing people on YouTube do a Friday Sews video, and you can look up hashtag Friday Sews and see all kinds of cool, fun people talking about what they've been up to and a little bit of sewing. My sewing. So this week, if you watched last week, you're going to say, how was your trip? No trip. Well, hubby's like, we figured out it was going to rain for 2 of our 3 days. So basically, we would drive there with no rain, and then it would rain the whole rest of the time and on the way home. And he looked at the calendar and he said, I could do this next week. I don't have anything booked. And so we could just put it off a week and there would be no rain. So we sort of just said, okay. And we put it off a week. And, you know, it just felt better. Like we just had more time to get ready and, you know, just stuff like that. So we put it off, and we are definitely going, rain or shine, this coming week, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. So I had this time and I spent it all sewing and sewing and sewing. I have been on a mission to create the perfect leggings, and I've been talking about this for a while, but I want to tell you that I am the Goldilocks of leggings, because this pair is too big and this pair is too small, but this pair is just right. So let's talk leggings. My mission is to have the most comfortable leggings, which I already have. I bought some leggings on Amazon, and the word buttery soft is the clue, and they were great. Loved them so much I bought more. I probably had like 6 pair. And then I started wearing them out a little, and I thought, I need more. I've never been able to find that exact pair. They look like it, they seem like it, but they're not it. It's not it. So I thought, you know what? I'd rather be in control. That I'll never run out again if I make them myself. So hence the journey. So the first thing I did is I cut open a pair of my favorite leggings and kind of got a feel of what the size was. And I also checked on my stretch ruler. I've talked about this before. It's a stretch ruler. You can print your own little stretch ruler, but it tells the % of stretch on fabric. And I checked the stretch on the fabric of the leggings I got from Amazon, and it was 100% this way and 100% this way. So super stretchy, you guys, super stretchy. And I have had a really hard time finding 100 to buy fabric. It's not that I haven't found it, it's that it's been hard to find, and I don't have an easy place to tell you to go. The best place I've found is local so far, in a shop that's in Sacramento. It's called Fashion Fabrics. I did find that fabric, but I didn't want to be limited to just the 2 or 3 things I found there, right? So I made this pair. I made a pattern. Okay, so I made a pattern from my pants, and it looks like this. It's super simple. That's the legs, so there, you would cut 2 of these. Each one is a leg, so there's no side seam. It's weird because I had a leggings pattern from like Simplicity or something, and it had a seam down the side. All the leggings I buy, the yoga pants, they don't have a seam down the side. They have 1 seam and it's in the middle, so I love that. And then I made my waistband. So there it is. That's my pattern. Now, so I took that pattern and I made these pants. I actually made a pair of gray ones too from similar fabric, and they are perfect. So comfy. I don't want to. That's all I want to wear, and love them. So I thought, okay, I'd like to make them out of something else. So I bought this yoga fabric from KnitPop. It says 100 by 100. So wouldn't that be the same? Well, it's not. It's not the same weight. It's thicker. It's thicker. And so it's thicker than this. So it is 100, and I put them on and they look great, but they feel tight. And the whole point is to be 100% comfy. I made two. I made one and it was too tight. So I went back to my pattern and made it a little bigger and it was still too tight. So I need to make it one more time. I made it with this fabric. Now it's too big. So I feel like the problem I would like to know the answer to, and if there's anybody watching that can help me figure this out, I would love to know, is there a formula or a way to know if I make this pair and it's perfect, how can I tell when I switch to a different fabric what I need to do different? So if I know it's perfect in this fabric, but I go to this fabric, what do I look for in this fabric to find out what I need to do to my pattern? Do I need to make it bigger or smaller? You know? And I had this problem when I did my my free pattern, the Fit and Flare. I made it out of a super stretchy fabric, and then I made it out of a thicker fabric, and it was always tight. It was too tight. And that was the first time I'm like, oh wow, it makes a big difference. These knits are not all the same. And that's when I went on my search to find out about stretch percentages. But these two do not have the same stretch percentage. And so I would naturally assume that because this one's less stretchy, that it would need to be bigger. So I get that. But these have the same stretch percentage, but the weight is different. So how do I know? Is there a formula? Is there a way to know? Okay, so here's where I'm at. This is how I'm solving it so far. I'm still working on this. It is a mission. I went ahead and made my pattern bigger by quite a bit, so that at least I have a pair of pants that are bigger, and I can always make them smaller when I have fabric like this. But when I have fabric like this, they'll fit. And so what I've been doing and what I'm going to be doing is make one leg, cut out the legs, and make one with a basting stitch, and just sew up the inside seam and try on that leg and just feel it. Because I've noticed that this fabric is a bigger stretch this way and a little bit less this way. And you notice that mostly in the knees. When you bend your knee, you notice that that's not as stretchy this way. You don't notice as much this way because it's very stretchy that way. And I want to be able to bend my knee and not feel anything. I just love these. They're like nothing, like wearing nothing. These are just tight all over, so I want to make them again. I think my dear daughter is going to get these two pairs. I've already told her about them. And I went ahead and ordered some more of this fabric so I can make the perfect pair for myself. So I tried on the leg, and if it fits, I'm going to stick with the pattern as is. If it needs to be coming in a little or it's too big, I can just kind of pin it or mark it and then make it a little smaller. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I'm really looking for a real solution. So if you've got one, you know, let's put our heads together and figure it out. I mean, I would love to know, but it's not out there. I've searched every which way. I've searched, and I've listened to podcasts, I've watched videos on knit, and I get what they're talking about, but no one's talking about how to go from different fabrics and change your pattern. Because I want to make my pattern over and over and over and over, and I want to be able to know that I'm at least going to be close. I don't know. What do you think? So that's the Goldilocks story of leggings. Oh, wait, there's something else I want to tell you. You maybe noticed. Cargo leggings. Cargo leggings. I made cargo leggings. So what I did was I drew a pattern for a pocket. Let me tell you that it took me several tries to figure it out the way I wanted it. And I kind of got artsy-fartsy with it. I shouldn't say that. I kind of got artsy with it. And made them off kilter. I thought that was cool. And I think I've seen this somewhere else, but you know, I just made them off. So I have a side pocket, and it's got a matching flap like that, and that's right there. And then I made a back pocket, and I made it a little smaller in the middle of the back and a little bigger, so it's a little bit like off center. So that goes like that. So you see how it's just a little smaller? I don't know. It's probably not necessary, but I think they're super cute. And they turned out so cute. I love these pants. I want these pants right now. I can wear them, but they're tight. Just all over. Like the whole thing is tight. I just need them like that much bigger. But they're just so stinking cute. Look at that. I didn't put a button or anything on the flap. It's just there. So design opportunities abound. You could do all kinds of, you know, fastenings that would be fun and cute. I like them kind of plain. I like them just this way, but just love these pockets. Now they're not even finished. It's just raw edges all the way around. I put two together. So on this flap, for this pocket, I cut two of these and sewed them together. Just raw edges. I did 2 rows of stitching, and then on the pocket, I just stuck that on there with 2 rows of stitching, raw edges. And I did that on purpose because I think it's funky and fun, and also it's not as bulky as if I tried to hem this pocket. It's just flat, and I love that. Then I come along to this fabric, and it's not the same color on the inside, so I wondered if I would want a pocket at all or how it would look. And you know what it does? I did trim it, kind of leveled it in a little bit. You know, I just trimmed the inside one a little bit more, but I don't mind it. We'll have to see how it washes, but I kind of like when the little bit of underneath shows, because it shows the pocket, whereas they kind of get a little bit invisible. I don't know. I feel like I'm babbling. I love my pockets. Now, I'm not planning on putting pockets on all my leggings. I just wanted a few pairs, and here's why. Are you ready for this? Why did I want pockets on my leggings? I'm out and about, and I'm looking around, and a lot of girls wear the leggings with a shirt, with a top. I only wear it with a tunic, hence covering, you know, waist and bottom and hips. And I don't know, I just feel exposed with something that figure, like it just feels like I feel exposed, and so I felt like I should be able to wear that. Other people are wearing that, and it's not just young people, it's all ages are just wearing leggings and yoga pants with a top. And why can't I do that? I just feel exposed. That's why. So I feel like if I put a pocket on it, it kind of just makes it okay that I don't feel exposed. Is that just, you know, does that make sense to anybody but me? That's why the pocket. And that's why not all the ones are going to have pockets. I'll wear this with the tunic. This would look really cute with this top. So I'll wear this. You know, I don't want the pockets if it's with a tunic, because then it looks all bulky underneath the tunic. But with it, just with a top and a hoodie, like this would be cute with like a black t-shirt and a black hoodie. It'd be so cute, right? So this is, I just need to redo the waistband. I went too big. It's like it was too small, then I went too big. So I need to tighten these up a little. And these 2 experiments are getting donated to my daughter. And I will make her take a picture in them so you can see them on her cute little body. She wouldn't say that that's true, but I think she is very cute. So, cargo leggings. If I was going to give you any advice, if you have a pattern you like, just draw your own pockets and find a piece of fabric that didn't cost you too much and just make your own pockets. Here's how I did it. I marked the pocket on my pattern where it was going to be. I marked the pockets where they're going to be, and then I marked it on my fabric with some chalk, and then I laid the pattern piece, the cutout piece of fabric where the pocket was supposed to go. 2 rows of that. Oh, I hemmed this. I turned it under once, and then 2 rows of stitching around. And then on the flap, I took 2 pieces together, wrong sides together if there's a wrong side. Obviously, some of these seem the same on both sides, but I always do the same side. Whichever side I pick to be right side, I pick it, and that's it. Because I don't want to be stuck with something that has a little bit of a different look because you didn't stick with that same side. So what I do, if it's hard to tell and I can't tell when my pattern is cut out, I go to that fabric, I pick the right side. Like on this one, I had to pick. Both sides looked really good, but they're a little different. They're just a little different. So I picked a side and I mark it with a piece of chalk so I know what's the wrong side on every piece. Okay, so now I've made my pockets. This is hemmed, 2 rows of stitching. And now with my back one, this is 2 together, wrong sides together, and 2 rows of stitching all the way around. This is raw. So I took this one and I laid it on my pocket to make sure I had the right one, because it can get wonky because mine weren't equal. Mine were a little different. Took it like that, and then I flipped it up. Boom! Sewed it once, and then I ironed it. I put it down, and then I ironed it, and then I sewed it once. Boom! That's how I did it. And it turned out so cute. So I'm going to do it again and again and again. I'm very excited to keep going. I'm obsessed. I kind of thought that the one flap could work for, come back here. I'm kind of thinking one flap could work for both pockets, but I kind of like this flap being a little bigger for the bigger pockets, so I probably won't change it. But that's my my leggings story. It's been really fun. I could make these in a snap, man. It's like, now that I've made them so many times, I can make them over and over. And I mean, that's the goal. So I still have some fabric and some more of this coming, because I love this. This fabric is going to be just awesome. Because of the weight of it, it's called yoga fabric. And because of the weight of it, it just smooths a little bit. And so I don't feel like it needs to be typed to smooth. And what that means to me, smoothing, is maybe not so much of the panty lines and things like that showing through on the thicker, since this will be worn with a top. And this has a pattern, so none of that shows. And so that could be worn with a top. Okay. Obviously, you can tell I'm excited about this project. It's been really fun. So I'll have some things to wear. I won't have these to wear on the trip because I just ordered that fabric, but I will be fixing these and bringing these, and I want to make some more black. I have several pieces of black, but it's hard to get just the right fabric for this. The fabric choice and finding the right fabric is, to me, the hardest part of this. If anybody finds that like perfect leggings fabric, let's all list it out. Let's just share, because KnitPop has been my favorite so far, but I would love more sources to look for. I'm not huge on patterns on leggings. I know that was all the rage for a little while there, but I never really liked that all that much. I'm wearing a pair of my leggings right here. They're dark gray, but mostly I wear black. Black just goes with everything. My boots are black. It just goes with everything. So I cannot have too many pairs of black leggings. I said I was going to stop talking about leggings. Okay. The weather's beautiful and the ocean is calling, and I simply cannot wait to go. I know I said that last week and it was true. But what are you going to do? You know, come back next week. See the mystery. Did we take a trip? I'll tell you what. I do have Instagram. I do have Facebook. I hardly ever post. It's just, you know, I used to post more before this whole COVID thing happened, but I've just gotten to where I don't post as much because I don't go anywhere. And so I will try to post something, so you'll know. If you see some ocean pictures, you'll know we made it. And so I will do that. I don't have internet, so it'll just be a couple when we're in town, but that's my plan. Let me know what you think about the leggings, and I should have even more to say about that in the future, because I want more. I want to never buy leggings again. Never. I want to have my perfect leggings, and I want you to have your perfect leggings too. So take my clue and just start working out your perfect for your figure, right? Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my channel. I so appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.